Hey guys, this is part two. If you haven't seen part one, it will be in my on my channel, so I'll go there and look. But let's get back to it. But yeah, it was really like rough for us, and no one really liked us. Like someone stole my phone for like months, and then all of a sudden I find my phone. Like literally stole my phone, and then all of a sudden it's like outside in the grass somewhere. And they went through my Facebook thing, and they were like doing stuff, like they were like picking on me, and I didn't know at the time, but they were also picking on John, and that really made my self-esteem go down and stuff like that. So anyway, there was a time where all the counselors went to bowling, because that's what we did there, because it was upstate New York. So there's nothing really to do. So we went bowling, and we went bowling, and we at night, and we were drinking and smoking and having fun. And he was at this time, we were like kind of like separated a little bit. I had just wanted to cut ties with him a little bit, like let him go out and have friends and let me go out and have friends and do my own thing. Because I guess it's really because I used to see him like once in a while, and I had my space to do my things. And I think it was really hard for me to give that up, because remember, I had an eating disorder. I was depressed. I was drinking, smoking every night. Like I was doing all those things and hiding it from him. And I couldn't do that when he was up my ass 24/7. So it kind of got annoying. It was like living with him. And it kind of got annoying, and I really hated it. I honestly hated it. And so it was hard for me to connect with him. And I guess that's what he was trying to do. So he said that I gave him an ultimatum: either we have an open relationship or we break up. And we decided to have an open relationship. I honestly don't remember that, but that's what he says. But yeah, so one night we were at the bowling or whatever, and we were bowling, and I got really, 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 really drunk. And one of the guy's friend, his name was one of Ralph's friends. It was like his best friend. We were drinking and talking or whatever, and I was smoking, and he was like, oh, I don't know why because Ralph stopped talking to me a little bit. I guess because he realized that I wasn't trying to be more into him. And I was like, I don't know why, like, he stopped talking to me now. And then his friend named Simon started talking to me, and he was like, oh, I don't know. He wasn't that drunk, but he was like, oh, I don't know why he stopped talking to you. You're really cool. You're really awesome. I'm like, thanks, dude, or whatever. And he was like, dude, you're so awesome. I'd fuck you right now in the bathroom. And I was like, wait, what? And it's like, meet me in the bathroom when you finish with your cigarette. And I was so drunk, and I was like, what? And he just, like, he left, and I'm smoking my cigarette. I'm like, what? So anyway, I finished my cigarette, and I was going to come inside. And where I was smoking the cigarette, the door to go inside is right by the bathroom. So first I walked past the bathroom, and then it rung back in my head like he's like, meet me in the bathroom. So I went, and I went back to the bathroom, and I'm like, let me just peek in the bathroom, see if he was really serious. So I went in I peeked into the bathroom, and he was right there, and he grabbed me, started kissing me or whatever, and we ended up having sex in the bathroom. Literally, John was like right there, and we were ready to leave and stuff like that. And when we were finished, I came out of the bathroom, and John was literally right there. He was like, oh, I was looking for you. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm coming now. And that whole time I was just like, I can't believe this really just happened. Like, I literally just had sex with somebody in the bathroom. It was crazy. But for me to be me, I'm an honest person, so I didn't really do anything. And I guess because we were, like, I don't hide things from John. So, and I guess we're in an open relationship at the time too. So anyway, the next day, I told him about it. And he was like, oh, okay, whatever. And, like, again, after that, that was the only person I really had sex with until John and I had a threesome there. Again, I was drunk. He was drunk. And he made a friend. And his friend and I were having sex, but, it didn't really, like, we ended up having a threesome or whatever. But I didn't really want that. John thought now that I hear that we're talking about it, he thought that that's what I wanted. That's why he did it. I thought that's what he wanted. So I was just like, let me just do it because he just brought this, whatever. So we ended up having a threesome or whatever. But that was pretty much it. That was the only two people I ended up having sex with besides John. Like, I had sex with John. Those are the only people I had sex with in the camp. But our relationship was really rocky because of Ralph, who I didn't even have sex with. Like, he tried. Like, there was this one point where he made me touch his pee-pee. And I was just like, no. We're just friends. Like, buddy, no. And after that, he didn't really talk to me afterwards. And no one really wanted to talk to us, whatever. Again, I was fighting with my eating disorder. One day they had like an ice cream thing. And one day I brought my own bowl, because I used to give paper bowls, and I gave brought my own bowl to the ice cream place. And I don't know, I don't like the sound of like styrofoam, and it was styrofoam. Don't like the sound of styrofoam. It bothers my ears so much. So I brought my own bowl. And I remember, like, literally, like, people started making fun of me, like, oh, she's so fat. Like, she brought her own bowl to ice cream thing. You think we're going to fill this up? I was like, no, just give me a normal size, like, or whatever. But I remember that, and I remember feeling so worthless, so disgusted, so unattractive and gross and whatever, that I ended up eating it and like going to the bathroom and purging and like crying in the shower and stuff, because I know no one was gonna be there. So I just went back to the bunk and just purged and did all of that. But I remember that specifically because it really hurt a lot. But that pretty much ended, the camp. No one really liked us. They said that, I saw people, like, we had a voting thing. They were like, who's going to be asked not to return? And they were like, oh, Vanessa, and all of this stuff and all of that shit. And it was just so much. Like, I remember trying to flirt with other guys, but nothing went far or whatever. But yeah, it was pretty much Camp Hell. It was. And I couldn't stand it. Like, I just felt so depressed and disgusted. No one wanted to be my friend, and all I had was John. And then so the next half of the month, John made more friends than I did, and all I wanted to do was hang out with John. And I didn't know. Like, I was fighting with myself, with my, my sexuality, not sexuality, but my, sexual being, my sexual experiences and stuff like that, my flirtatious nature. I was fighting with that and fighting with the guy that I loved. And it was like, why do I feel like this? I shouldn't feel like this. He's a great guy. But at the same time, was I, doing doing too much like I did with Brian. Like, was I gonna go? Like, was he gonna leave me? Things like that. But anyway, that was pretty much with, you know, camp. I'm gonna make one more video, but I hope you guys like this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell button down below.